Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Chris. I'm here with Kathy. We are Ginger Marvin on Instagram and YouTube. We have a What's Old video for you today. This is for November 4th. I think we have about 10 or 11 sales here, maybe a little more. Kathy's going to go ahead and show you what has sold for us today.
Hey guys, mostly okay sales, but a few pretty good ones. So one of the probably best sales today, actually, yeah, the best sale today, I would say, is this guy, which I don't want to take out, but you'll see on the screen. It's just the brand Icelandic Design, and it's 100% like wool embroidered like blazer. When I picked this up, it was only $5, which is why I grabbed it. I hadn't heard of the brand, but usually wool jackets do well for me. It did take forever to sell. I've had it over a year at this point, but it did finally sell for $59.95 free ship on Kidizen. That sold to a Facebook buyer, which means they found it on Facebook, because Kidizen, if you choose to, has all your listings cross-post for you. So haven't had a Facebook sale in a while, so that was a nice surprise. And then shipping cost me $8.15 through the app, so I made like a $37 profit, I think, which was really nice. And then another Kidizen sale was this Tiny Whales shirt. It says Sasquatch is my homeboy. This was my son's shirt. I think I got it on the app originally. And then I listed it for $18, and I sent an offer to a watcher or someone who put it in their cart for $15, and they accepted that. So I'm making back like $9 or something. $9.31 when all is said and done, so pretty good. Alright, and then if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw this in my story a little earlier today, but this is just the brand Art Class, which is sold at Target. So this sweater was probably not more than like $15 new, but for some reason everybody and their mother wants this sweater, so I've been seeing it go for like crazy prices online, like 30 plus. I checked comps on Mercari last night, and like everyone listed was sold, most of them in the $30 to $40 range. So I listed mine at 35 because it's a size 18 months, so not like the more toddler sizes, and it sold in 5 minutes. So I probably could have listed closer to that $40 range, but yeah, $34.95 free ship for a Target sweatshirt. It says, "Good morning, sunshine, you make me so happy." I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a cute sweater, but I wouldn't pay $35 for it. But yeah, happy with that sale. I actually bought that off ThredUp just like last week. I paid $8 for it and then listed it and sold it for $35 right away. So that was it for Kidizen. We had a few, what is this? A few Mercari sales. This one just came in today. It's a Harry Potter like Gryffindor sweatshirt. I picked this up at Goodwill just a couple days ago for $1. I listed it for $15, I think, and I was letting the price auto decrease. It got to $13, and then someone offered me $10, and I accepted because they paid shipping as well. So I think it was like a $7 profit after the Mercari fee, which 1 into 7 is pretty good. Well, 1 into like 8 something, which $7 profit is good to me for a $1 purchase. So, and then the other Mercari sale for today is these Birkenstocks. They're Star Wars, and these have actually been listed a while. I thought they'd do a lot better because 1, they're Birkenstocks, and 2, they're Star Wars, but they've probably been listed almost a year, honestly. I actually got these off ThredUp. I have like $9 and some change into them. I listed them originally at $30 plus ship, and someone offered me $24 today, so I accepted that. And then the rest of this, nope, not the rest, just kidding, I lying. Some eBay sales and then a couple Posh. So sales across the board today, which is always nice. So this was another pretty good sale. These are just some Birkenstock sandals. These actually sold last week or something, and then the buyer canceled right away because she didn't read the description or look at the pictures, but the heel had like the tiniest bit of damage, which I did show, but I mean, I wouldn't even call it damage. It's just like the little, whatever this is, I don't know, like the footbed's peeling just the tiniest bit off the cork board, which the soles look basically unworn, and otherwise they're in great shape. So I listed them, I just reposted them, what is it called, Sell Similar, for $59.95 free shipping, and I have a 15% off sale. So this buyer paid $50.96 free shipping. Those were under £1, so I shipped them for about $5, and yeah, I bought those for $10 at Goodwill, so really good sale there. And then the rest of the eBay sales today were just kind of break evens almost, very small profit. So this is the brand Mia Joy, which is also like Joy Folly. You guys might have heard me talk about that before. The stuff from that brand that sells well for me is usually the Gladiator sandals. This shirt it's been listed for like 2 years and finally sold for $12 free shipping. So definitely don't recommend picking that up, but I've sold a couple of their dresses that sold fairly quickly for a good amount, like 30 plus, but yeah, that was a too plain of a shirt, I guess. But happy to get I paid $3 for it, so I got my $3 back and maybe double my money. And this was another one of my son's shirts. It's just a Crew Cuts gray Henley shirt. This sold for $12.95 free ship. I actually just did a relist on that yesterday and it sold pretty much right away, so happy with that. And then this is my first auction that
Sale.
we've ever
Yeah.
done, and that sold. Yeah, so last week we sent maybe like 20 items to auction. This is the only one out of the 20 that even got a single bid, and one bid, $4.99 plus shipping, and she finally paid for it, so that's awesome. That was my son's sweater. I think I got it at Once Upon a Child, so I probably have $350 to $450 into it, and so probably made my money back there. All the other items did end yesterday, I think, and I relisted them all this morning, but I did not put them back to auction because, like Chris was telling me, I mean, it's a 7-day auction, so, and it was charging us 10 cents a listing, even though we're not out of our listings because it's a new month. So I have to figure that out because I thought that the store that we had came with a certain amount of auction, so I don't know if we're doing something wrong or what, but or if they maybe just say it's 10 cents and then take it off at the end of the month. I don't know. So I didn't want to send another 20 items, which would be, I know, $2, but every single week, and they might not sell. So I just relisted them back at a very low price just to hope that they sell at a regular price. So anyways, when I did that, it didn't say that we were charged anything for the listing. So I don't know if I'm not really a big fan of the auction. So it was nice to get that one item sold, but honestly, I wish they all would have sold just to get them out of my inventory, but yeah.
We might just be better off doing a super high discount
Yeah.
sale or something to clearance that kind of stuff out, so it would be listed longer at least.
Right, and then the last eBay sale was these Jordan shoes, which have not been listed that long, but I've had them forever. They were sitting in that bin that you guys have probably seen in our corner a million times. But when I finally got them listed, they had like more wear on the toe area than I thought they did when I bought them, so I listed them low at $19.95 free shipping, and I sent an offer to a watcher of $15.95 free shipping. They accepted, so I only paid $3 for the shoes, but still not a great profit there. Alright, last two are Poshmark sales. I woke up to this offer this morning, which is some Madewell sandals. These were kind of weird, but I figured that they would sell. They retail for $100, but they are really nice leather, and they're a nice fall color, even though they're sandals. But I listed them at $50. Someone offered me $20. I just took it because I had $6 into them, and we're getting away from summer, and I was just in the mood to get sales going this morning, so I accepted it. It's like a $9.50 profit or something, and that's fine with me. Alright, and then last sale was my son's shirt. I got this off Kidder's, and I don't remember for how much. It was really cheap though when I got it, but I listed it for $35 maybe, and I sent offers to watchers, and they countered me at $24, and I accepted that. So I make back $19.80. I don't think I even paid that much for it, so pretty good sale. Did you send me questions?
I did put
Oh,
some
okay.
questions on there, yep.
Alright, let's see. Tashana, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Tashana. If I'm not saying it right, tell us how to like spell it out and tell me how to say it.
We are
Because I
horrible
know
with
that you
pronouncing
comment on a lot of
names,
stuff, and I don't want to say your name wrong. So, what is the best way to photograph hats? So for me, lately I feel like I've photographed them on our like countertop downstairs, but I usually like, I don't have any close by. You know those like pops that come in like Amazon orders, just those like air bubbles.
Like air pillows, I think
Yeah,
they're
the
called.
air pillows. I usually like grab 1 or 2 of those depending on how big they are, and then put it inside the hat so it keeps it shaped while I'm photographing. And then I just do like front, and then I just kind of keep turning it, so then it gets one side, the back, the other side, and then I take out the bubbles, do the inside of the hat, show like the inner brim, because like right here in the forehead area sometimes gets grody, which I try not to pick up hats that have that, but I did pick up a lot of Ben's hats yesterday that are dirty, so hopefully they come clean, but if not, I'll definitely show close-ups of that. And then a picture of the tag, especially like wool hats do good, so you want to make sure if it's a wool, you show that it's 100% wool or whatever. So
And
just
sometimes
take as many
we
pictures.
we take a measurement, right? Like a photo
I
of the
usually
measurements.
do take a measurement,
Like a
because
width
even
and
though it
length.
says one size, like sometimes it'll say
Yeah.
one size and it can't even fit on my head, so I can't imagine it would fit on like your head or
Yeah, I have a very big head.
so yeah, we always I do like length and width. I mean, it's
Yeah.
usually the same, but 7 or 8 inches are what most hats are.
Mhm.
But just so, I mean, we put the measurements. If somebody says it's too small, that would be on them, I guess. So, but yeah, that's how I do them. Nothing too fancy, but I like selling them because I feel like they're fairly easy to list and sell.
Mhm.
All right, and so Veronica is asking, she said, I don't have a Goodwill outlet near me, but I see a lot of resellers buying from there. How come you don't go there more often if prices are way lower than normal Goodwill? So we only have one in town, which it's like a 30-40 minute drive from where our house is, and
And Colorado Springs is fairly big,
Right.
fairly populated.
So yesterday I went because I took my son to preschool, which I haven't done that in like 2 months because Chris has been taking him to preschool, so that I could do work on the death pile and stuff here. But I finally took him and went over there because I had like 2.5 hours left or something before I had to pick him up. So picked him up or went there. That
To
you
the
can
bench,
only
yeah.
stay there for 2 hours, so I was like, okay, that'll be perfect. I'll go there. I didn't know what else to do. I could have went to a regular thrift, but I'm like, I don't know. I didn't want to spend. I know every time I go to a regular thrift, I end up spending like $100, and I was like, I don't really want to spend $100 because I already have stuff here to list still. But I was like, I'll go to the bins. That way, it's cheap. Yeah, I'll end up with a lot of stuff, but at least it's cheap. So that's what I did, and I would like to go there more often. That is the plan, but right now it's just finding the time to do it because our little guy only goes to preschool 3 days a week for 3 hours. So unless I want to take time away from them when they're home to go there, or yeah, it's just, or drive halfway across town for no reason other than to go there. It just doesn't make sense. Plus, with all their restrictions right now, it's just, I don't want to drive that far and then not be able to even get in, because if they're only allow 50 people inside. If there's 50, you have to wait in line, which the 2 times I've been since COVID, I have not had to wait more than like 5 minutes, but I get really antsy if I'm having to wait outside. So I just don't like the thought of like not knowing, because you just waiting until people come out, So if everyone just got there, they don't have to leave for 2 hours, so you could be waiting for 2 hours. So for right now, I'm not gonna go, but next year when both kids are gonna be in school, hopefully together down the street, a mile from our house, I might go a lot more often. So. And then obviously also because of the 2 hour thing, if I'm gonna go to the bins, I want to stay there a long time. So I'm hoping at some point it goes back to normal. I don't know if anything's ever gonna go back to normal at this point, but I'm hoping at some point they at least don't have a 2 hour time frame. So.
And I think to add to that, we haven't been to the bins a whole lot before, just because I'll say this, and maybe she won't agree, but the bins can be fairly intimidating, especially for, if Kathy's there by herself. At least our bins in town can have a bit of a rougher crowd. And maybe not rougher, but
Just like more competitive.
they're very.
would
It's a
jump
very
in front of
competitive
you
thing.
and grab
They're
them.
not shy to
Push you out.
wrestle you for a piece of clothing. So
I'm not gonna do that.
she's very passive when it comes to that kind of stuff, and I bet you could probably count how many brand new bins you've looked at in a bins on one hand. So she usually will find the bins that people are not around, and I will too when we go out there. We're not very confrontational when it comes to that, and we'll just but the bins, like I said, it can be very intimidating, and she's been wanting to go up to the Denver bins for a while.
But again,
And
don't
I'm
wanna
always
be
like,
stuck in line.
I'm always like, go on, take the day, go up there. But, it's a new Ben's location, and they're all different. They all have different rules. It's very intimidating. And it's, Denver, which is at least an hour, hour and a half drive, and because I think it's more on the north side of Denver, and you know, then you get there, and then maybe there are restrictions. Anyway, so it's hard to convince ourselves to go there sometimes. We've gone on a couple date nights and stuff where we were both able to go, and the kids are watched by grandma and stuff, but we don't get a whole lot of that time where our kids are not in the picture as of right now. So, and we definitely don't really want to take our kids to the Bends just because we would not be able to focus on the, you know, on what we're doing.
Take any kids under 16,
And yeah,
but-
now with COVID restrictions, I think, yeah, she said 16 is the youngest you can have in there. And so it just doesn't really fit in with us right now. Hopefully things lighten up a little bit and we can get back into that, because I know she wants to source some more inexpensive items from there. We've never had a time where we went there where we didn't find it to make worth our while, right? We always found something to make the time worth it.
It's like everything I bought yesterday. If you guys watched the haul video, I won't say everything. There's probably like 2 things I might have picked at a regular thrift, but when we get stuff at the bins, we buy because it's cheap. It's not stuff I would have picked if I was at a regular Goodwill and had to pay, say, $2 to $3 an item. But since it's so cheap, I grab it. But yeah, honestly, I'd rather... I don't want to say I'd rather, because I like the cheapness of the bins, but then I'd rather hand pick some Birkenstocks for $10 at the regular Goodwill. So, yeah, it's just...
We think it's important to have a variety of that kind of stuff, though.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like you don't ever know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I mean, I've left a handful of times with maybe just 5-10 items, which sounds like a lot, but sometimes they're just $10 each item. So I don't know. I like going. I'll probably end up going more soon, but
depends on the mood, right? That's the
and
great
as
thing
far
about
as
reselling.
As far as what you were saying about it being competitive, like currently it's not competitive because now it's one person to a 6-foot bin, but on the downside, I was not able to, like normally I go there for shoes specifically, and I didn't get to get a single pair of shoes yesterday or the other day because if you're not you have to stand on an X, and if you don't get an X, then you don't pretty much get in that bin, because whoever's on the X can go through the bin as long as they want, and they don't have to move, and you're not supposed to touch anything in the bin until they move. So I was not competitive. I just stayed in my spot the whole time, and at the end got a new bin in front of me, but it was just clothing. So all right, and then last question today, Christine's saying, hey, I enjoy your videos, learn a lot. I have a question. One of your videos you talked about the mom economy event on Kidizen. How did you know about it, and are you supposed to do anything to your listings to be included? So yeah, I wanted to do a video on this, but I couldn't figure out how to do it and have it uploaded before it started, because it's kind of a weird thing where you have to sign up. There's like a 24-hour sign up, and by the time I need the sign up to be active to kind of show you guys how to sign up. So by the time the sign up's active, if I have to like do my whole video about it and then Chris has to edit it and upload it, would probably be closed by the time that all happens. So anyways, I know about it because my friend Jamie at Daisy Doll on the app, she kind of like came up with the idea and runs them all, but it's not even in her shop anymore. She made a second page for Kid Economy. Normally it's Kid Economy. This was Mom Economy because we were just only buying mom items. But let me check really fast, because anybody can go favorite this right now, and whenever a new one's coming, she'll drop the price so that you'll get a notification. But let me yeah, it's just Kid Economy official page. I'll put a screenshot on the thing, but if you go to this page, there's some, this Kid Economy notifications. If you just favorite that listing, whenever a new one's coming, she'll drop the price. So as long as you have your push notifications on, you should see that Kid Economy dropped their price, and then she'll put a note down here somewhere saying, you know, new event coming. It's usually every couple months, maybe like 3 months or so. New events coming, this is the sign up day. And then once it's the sign up day, there's like long detailed instructions of how to do it. But
I wonder if we can get with her and try to get that kind of like maybe like a fake one that we could record so that we can have a video ready to go. I'm sure she would love to have, you know, a bunch of people sign up.
Yeah,
There's been quite a few people ask about it.
So many people always ask about it and then don't figure out how to do it. So yeah, I definitely want to do that. But anyways, let me see the question again. So yeah, that was happening last week or something, maybe 2 weeks ago now. But so the signups for a day, if you don't sign up, you're kind of like not in that round, mostly because they do track. The whole idea behind it is like we're all kind of buying from each other. So if you sign up, you're committing to buy at least one thing from one other person signed up. You can buy more, you can buy less. Usually a couple days after it starts, they'll do like some gift cards and stuff to get people more motivated to buy from each other. But they do tally everything, so that way, like, if anyone doesn't keep their commitments, they're kind of like not welcome in future events. But anyways, it's
The whole
just
idea is
kind
just
of-
to get things moving, right? Like getting...
Yeah, it started like a few years ago because people would always do like no buy Julys or something. Like people would do like say summer slowdown, and it was just kind of a way to like, well, if money's coming in, money can go back out. So like if you're making a sale, then you can buy something from someone else. So that's kind of how it started, and people liked it, so she's just kept doing them every few months. But yeah, so that it's over now, but if you favorite that thing, you'll get the notification for the next one. And once you sign up, you do hashtag all your listings. It's not a requirement, but that's how people are gonna shop. So if you don't do it, you're gonna probably not make a sale, or yeah.
Have a
I
harder
would
time.
definitely suggest hashtagging your items, but the hashtag's different every time, so you have to sign up and then you'll see what the hashtag is, as well as a few other things like putting up a participant listing, which everything again is detailed in the instructions. But
And so we will hope to make a video someday about all the ins and outs. And yeah, so that was the last question, right?
yeah, that was it for today.
So yeah, hopefully we'll get that video up someday. Hopefully not too many of those Kid Economy things pass before we get to do that. But thank you so much for the great questions, guys. And we're going to pack our sales up for the day, get them off to the post office. I have been working on the desk down in the shop a little bit when I can get away from the kids. They've been requiring a little bit more attention this past week, so it's making it a little bit hard to go run power tools and stuff. So anyway, if you are interested in keeping up with the desk project, I do plan on posting some stories on the Instagram. So definitely go head over to Instagram, follow stories along there if you're interested in that at all. But hopefully we'll get it up here soon so we can get some more workflow up here and get producing better videos for you guys. So anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. We will see you in the next one. Bye.